and then we can Cyplosion and knock out any of their single prize Pokemon. And that is GG's. The invincible Mewtwo V-Union strikes again. 16 damage counters onto the Manaphy. No! 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 Why won't he read? In a totally unexpected twist, the biggest story to come out of this past weekend's regional championships isn't about Lugia V-Star, Mew VMAX, or Lostbox. It's all about Mewtwo V-Union. Piper Lapine was able to win the Toronto Regional Championships with her Mewtwo V-Union control deck, while Sander Wachik was able to finish in the top 8 of the Stuttgart Regional Championships with his super cool and unique Mewtwo V-Union Gengar Gardevoir Radiant Tsareena deck. And no, I didn't misspeak. I'm stoked to show off Sander's top 8 deck from the Stuttgart Regional Championships, but before we get to it, let's head over to FullGripGames.com. FullGripGames.com is the best place to buy Pokemon trading card game singles and sealed product. We've got super fast shipping and top-notch grading. You really won't find better service anywhere than at FullGripGames.com. We've also got a buy list. So if you've got extra cards lying around your house, maybe crowding up your kitchen table, then you absolutely have to check out the Full Grip Games buy list, where we are always buying Pokemon cards. It's super easy to fill out a buy list. You just fill out the buy list with the cards you want to sell us, you send us the cards, and we send you the cash or the store credit. It really is that easy. Thank you so much for buying and selling at FullGripGames.com. Now, let's check out Sander's Mewtwo V-Union deck. This is Sander's genius Mewtwo V-Union deck from the top 8 of the Stuttgart Regional Championships. The idea is to set up a bunch of Kirlia and then use its refinement ability to churn through your deck while discarding pieces of Mewtwo V-Union. Once you have all 4 V-Union pieces in your discard pile, you can summon Mewtwo V-Union onto your board and use its Union Gain attack to attach up to 2 psychic energy from your discard pile to Mewtwo V-Union. Once Mewtwo has enough energy on it, then the fun really begins. You can use any of its incredible attacks depending on the situation that you're in. Cyplosion places 16 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. Super Regeneration heals 200 damage from Mewtwo V-Union, and Final Burn does 300 damage, one-hit KOing just about every Pokemon in standard format. Now, inevitably, your Mewtwo is going to take some damage from your opponent's attacks, and you won't want to have to use Super Regeneration every turn of the game. So in order to heal Mewtwo V-Union, this deck has a really cool loop. You're going to set up Gengar with the Life Shaker ability, which allows you to move as many damage counters from your Psychic Pokemon to your other Psychic Pokemon as you like during your turn. So you can move all of the damage counters off of Mewtwo V-Union to your other Psychic Pokemon like Kirlia, Gardevoir, or even Gengar. Then once you've spread that damage out, you can heal it with Radiant Tsareena's Elegance Heal ability. Now if you do the math, say you have 5 Psychic Pokemon in play and a Radiant Tsareena, and then you spread the damage counters evenly amongst those 5 Pokemon, Radiant Tsareena can heal 100 damage a turn, and then you can stow some damage counters on Gengar and Gardevoir since they have a decent amount of hit points. If you use Scoop Up Net, you can pick up Radiant Tsareena and put it into your hand, play it back down onto the board, and use Elegant Heal again to heal 20 more damage from each of your Pokemon, which will allow you to heal 200 damage in a single turn with Elegant Heal, allowing you to easily dish out massive final burns or Cyplosions without having to worry about your Mewtwo V Union getting knocked out. This is a super gnarly deck to watch in action, so check it out and let me know what you think of Sanders' Mewtwo V Union Gardevoir Gengar deck in the comments below. We're up against Yoshi's Lugia deck, going second with Snorlax and Ralts, as well as a Flannery. It's not the most exhilarating opening hand, but it'll do. I can actually do a funny little juggle where I bench the Ralts, scoop up net the Snorlax, retreat the Ralts into Snorlax, and Gourmandize for a few more cards, just to get the Scoop Up Net and the Psychic Energy out of my hands. Looks like Yoshi is quickballing away Archeops for Luminion, maybe saying there isn't a supporter in that hand. Finds Capture Energy to go get Lugia. And Evolution Incense can go grab an Archeops. That's fine. And it's my turn. Cool. Let's Flannery for sure. Bench this, scoop up net the Snorlax, bench the Snorlax, do that, bench that, retreat into Snorlax, and Gourmandize for 5 big ones. Now that we've got search cards in our hand, I want to go see what our prize situation is looking like with the Mewtwo V Union pieces, with 2 copies of Peonia in the deck and 2 Pal Pads. You have pretty good access to your prize cards. And Yoshi is able to research, getting both Archeops into the discard pile. If he finds a Lugia V-Star, he'll be able to summon those out into play. Does he have Lugia? Stoutland hitting the board. Stoutland's Double Dip Fangs, also something to look out for, as it can take double prizes against my Pokemon like Ralts and Gastly, which is not something that we're necessarily trying to have occur. But it looks like Yoshi misses the Lugia V-Star, so that's going to give us an opportunity to really be able to dive into this deck. Let's quick ball away the Mewtwo leg and see what are we dealing with. We've prized 1 piece of the puzzle. That's fine. We'll get a Ralts. Bench that. Level Ball. Not Level Ball. That's Trekking Shoes. Discard that. We've got Level Balls. Level Ball for Kirlia. And Level Ball for another Ralts. A refinement away this. That's fine. And Gorman. Need to find a Peonia. And there's one. So hopefully, our first Peonia nets us the other Mewtwo V Union piece. That would be great. So that way I don't need to do it twice. Really would prefer not to have to do that. Also, hopefully Yoshi's able to find a Lugia this turn, because they're probably off to a little bit of a slower start than they would like. I'm sure as soon as they find Lugia, it'll come slamming down onto the board. And here it is. So Lugia V-Star, Summoning Star, gonna get those Archeops out. I fortunately was able to find Ultra Ball and my other Mewtwo V Union piece, so I can get my third Mewtwo V Union piece into the discard pile this turn. But I still need to find a Peonia in order to be able to dig the final piece out of my prizes to start setting that up. So I'm hoping that Yoshi's not going to be able to take command with Stoutland too much. It looks like he's just going to opt to go in with Lugia, and I like this decision from Yoshi. It's good because Lugia is just pretty low maintenance with 2 double turbos on it. Can easily knock out my Snorlaxes. It's good. Doesn't have to have the, 3 retreats Stoutland in the active. No reason for that. Let's promote Snorlax and see what we can do. Refinement. And let's Ultra Ball away these. Go get Gardevoir. Draw 2 more cards. And we find Peonia. Okay. It's Peonia. There it is. Beautiful. So we can put back in the Level Ball Scoop Up Nets. And the Ultra Ball. Seems fine. Scoop Net at 2. Okay. Refinements. That's all 4. And as far as the energy goes, we've got 2 psychics. I can't. Well, they are down a powerful colorless. So I could get the Mewtwo out, but I'm okay waiting a turn as well. I think that's fine. Let's pitch. Find Cyllene. That's cool. We can just save things for next turn. Keep the energy. Bench the Gastly. And Gormandize. And it's possible that I could attack with Mewtwo V Union this next turn. I can Gardevoir twice in one turn, which is pretty crazy. If I stack a Psychic Energy with Cyllene, I can... Yeah, I mean, it's stuff we can do. Kind of moving and shaking. I don't love that collapsed. That does not feel super duper great, but that's fine. I think we can get rid of Ralts. I want to be able to set up the Gengar. So we'll get rid of that. They've got Quick Ball away Archeops, not a Lugia. That's fine. Do they have a supporter card in their hand, or are they kind of just thinning? Looks like they're juicing up the Stoutland. So my Gastly might be going down. Ugh. Nope, research. They're just trying to find the boss to take out a card like Gastly. That makes sense. That is going to help them skip ahead in this matchup. So it makes sense that that's what they're going for. If they can cheese an extra prize with Stoutland, that'll help the trade quite a bit. Let's promote Gardevoir and see what we're getting into. Fog Crystal. Let's summon Mewtwo. there he is. Cool. So we want to see if we can stack a Psychic Energy on top of the deck to potentially accelerate. 2 Psychic Energies would be even better. Let's see. Instead, we get 0. All right. Shining Arcana. Dang it. Refinements. and Scoop Up Net. I play a stadium, don't I? We play Flannery. That's right. Okay. Shining Arcana. Okay. Level Ball. Pyukumuku. That's cool. We'll pitch. Peonias, all that. We'll go here. Pal Pad back in. Terrible Cyllene and Flannery. Bench. Excuse me. And Union Gain. Okay, cool. That's fine. We'll hang out here. And see what's up. Yoshi's got 13 cards left in the deck. You can see how this deck is just difficult to beat. It's basically a single prize deck with one fat 3-prizer. Which is exactly the way it's designed. It is, you have to do 340 damage without being able to use your abilities to deal with this guy. And it looks like Yoshi is like, all right, I'm gonna, yep, this is the game plan. 2 prizes on Gastly, 2 prizes on Gastly or Ralts, right? So I don't plan on giving them any more fuel for that. In fact, I'm just gonna bop this Stoutland right now. That's the dream. But they shouldn't have 3 bosses orders. A lot of lists are not playing 3 bosses orders, so they should not be able to gust around this Mewtwo more than once. Once more, I should say. So we've got our 4th energy. We're doing 300 damage. That's great. Let's draw some cards. We need to find our rare candy. Where's the rare candy at? I guess we don't need to. It just might be kind of nice. Do this. Refinement. Trekking Shoes. Let's quick ball away Snorlax. Wow, I've got a lot of bad cards still in my deck. Okay. Ultra Ball away these. Get this fella out. Trekking Shoes. I guess I don't need the Flannery. Oh, I think I have my... Yeah, my Tsareena is prized. I should go get that. Okay, yeah, we'll keep the Flannery. That's fine. Yeah, let's go do that. All right, cool. We're going to Peonia. Give me that Tsareena for sure. Okay, cool. And then we can put back you. We can put back... Bruno. And we can put back... Pyukumuku. No, the horn. Okay, there we go. Done. Let's puke. Oh, I could put the energy back. That's true. Trek. There's the rare candy. Okay, rare candy into Gengar, Tsareena, and we've got Exodia, ladies and gentlemen. We've done it. Final burn for 300 damage. And we've got the board set up just right. We'll take our 2 prizes. I think there was, yeah, the Yell Horn I kind of wanted, so we're going to take that back. And then we'll take something else. The Yell Horn could kind of be good, because the Yell Horn could be good on a turn that I decide to use Super Regeneration. So that's worth noting. And that's it. This is the board. This is the dream board. This is everything that we ever wanted as a Mewtwo v Union player. We've got it all set up right here. The Radiant Tsareena, the Gardevoir, the Gengar. that's really it. Gengar can move all of the damage counters, spread them around. Radiant Tsareena can heal. Mewtwo swings for 300 or places 16 damage counters. Like, you have the best of both worlds. You could do 300 damage or you can spread 16. You thought spread 12 was good. Spread 16 is insane. You just are picking apart exactly what you want to knock out. It's pure insanity. Okay. 6 cards left in deck. Let's draw. And we've got... I can move... Yeah, let's just knock this thing out. Shall we? Yeah, let's just enough messing around, you know? Let's just do the thing. The fan doesn't really matter right now because they could just charge it back with Archeops. So we leave 20 damage on it so that we can heal that with Radiant Tsareena. Gardevoir's great, has a good amount of hit points, can soak up a lot of damage, love that. Okay, stop right there. Elegant heal. Wow. Let's... I think Pal Pad back in. No, I don't need Pal Pad. Let's Cyllene. Get 1 card. That's a treat. Put the Pal Pad back. Okay. And then a final burn for 300. Take our 2 prizes. And then they can swing for 250, but that does not matter. Because then you could just spread to Archie. Because they can't attack back-to-back turns. So you could just take the turn off and be like, I'm a heal, that's fine. You can't load up Tsareena with damage counters because it's... You can only move it from Psychic to Psychic. So you can't do that. Tsareena can't take the damage counters. Yeah, Gengar only moves Psychic to Psychic, so... Cool, so what we do now is we... Oh, you don't actually want to ever Yell Horn. That seems terrible. Confusing your Mewtwo, you don't want that to happen. No, you never Yell Horn. Not here. But anyways, they can't attack next turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take this opportunity to heal. So let's move these 5 elsewhere. Well, actually, before I do all of that, let's see if we can find our thing that we want. Refinements. And then there we go. We want the Flannery. Discard those gamers right there. And then we can bench the Ralts. And now look at us. Yeah, now we're really cooking. Okay. So, move all of that around. That's fine. Do have to Pal Pad, yeah, so that I don't duck out. Good. Good thinking, guys. Good thinking. Good thinking. Yeah, losing would be bad. Hate to do that. I've come so far. Why would I do that? And then what we're going to do is we're just going to heal 200. Because the Charizard can't attack back-to-back turns. That's it. So they could boss. They're trying. Okay, let's... Cyllene. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a Psychic Energy and a Pal Pad on top of the deck. And then I can Shining Arcana to accelerate that Psychic Energy onto the Gengar and retreat the Gengar into Mewtwo. Pal Pad again, put the Cyllene and a Peonia back in. And then we can use Life Shaker to move the damage around, actually putting damage onto the Mewtwo V Union so that I can completely heal it with Elegant Heal. Yeah, baby, look at that. And then we're going to do 300 damage. And then... Sheesh. That's looking like that's it. Probably game over, right? What can you do? Not a single damage counter on my board. Completely worn the opponent out of resources. Can't get knocked out by Yveltal because of the Photon Barrier ability, which I just learned about today. But yeah, that one's sick. Love that. And as you can see, Yoshi's got no cards left in deck. Yeah, Flannery, get that energy out of there. All right, 300 damage final burn. Wow, just doesn't stop. It's insane. Going first against Lostbox. We've got a solid opening hand. But first, we need to see how many of our V-Union pieces are prized. It looks like 0, which I'm pretty excited about. So let's get a basic Psychic Energy, and we'll Quick Ball away Peonia to go get a Ralts. We'll Quick Ball away a Kirlia to go get Mr. Snorlax. Level Ball to get another Ralts. Retreats into Snorlax. And Gormandize for 6 to fill our hand. And so that is a beautiful looking turn 1 from us. Now JR is probably going to want to Escape Rope and Cramorant turn 1. That would be an ideal turn 1 from him so that he could pressure my Kirlias by forcing one of these Ralts up. I don't want to give up the Manaphy, I don't think, since Manaphy... yeah, actually, not at all. Since that Radiant Greninja can attack, I definitely need to keep the Manaphy online. That's important. Switch carts and another Flower selecting. It's possible that JR can miss the turn 1 Cramorant as well, since these Mirage Gate versions of Lostbox can clunk up sometimes. They play more energy. They play less switch cards. They have to find room for those Mirage Gates somehow. And it makes the decks don't always get the turn 1 knockout. But what they sacrifice in early game aggression, they make up for with late game power. Once they get 7 cards into the Lost Zone, they can Mirage Gate, accelerate energy into play, and do some crazy stuff. 3 cards in the Lost Zone. Culver's Experiments. Are we going to see it? There's Sableye. It might just be a Primate Wisdom after thinning the deck. See if they can find that Culver's Experiment, and they do not. So it's my turn. Feels good. Let's start gaming, shall we? We've got a Kirlia, and a Level Ball for another Kirlia. We've got all 4 pieces. Just double checking Gastly. What about Rare Candy? Rare Candy's there too. Feels good. Energy looks good. Everything looks good. And well, let's go. I could have held off evolving that Kirlia because it could retreat into Snorlax, but it's fine. I'm not going to have to pay for that. Trekking Shoes. We'll say no. Let's Refinement, discarding the Quick Ball, and draw 2. Trekking Shoes again. Don't want that. Find Pal Pad. Let's Refinement away the Level Ball. Can Quick Ball away Mewtwo V Union Thigh. Still got 2 pieces prized. Let's Peonia. 1, 2, and 3. We've got Yell Horn, Level Ball, and Snorlax. The Snorlax can stay. The Level Ball can stay. And, yeah, the Yell Horn can stay. They can all just stay right where they were, actually. That's totally fine. Yeah, I should have kept the this thing a Kirlia or a Ralts so I could retreat it, but I forgot that thing had a retreat cost too. That's fine, though. We got the Puke. And we'll pass. That seems fine. Okay. And not, I would have preferred to have Snorlax there. So definitely a tough learning situation there. You don't want to ever evolve into Kirlia when it's in the active spot. It's not like Drizzile, where you just are like, oh, I'll just retreat my Drizzile for 1 energy. No, it's not like that. Kirlia is hefty for some reason. JR is able to find the Culbert's Experiment, now has 6 cards in the Lost Zone. And Shirley will be taking a knockout with Cramorant to spit innocently. It looks like that's what he's got. We're still on pace, though. I think that in this matchup, all we really want to do is just get the V-Union out. And there's a Scoop Up Net. It's fine. Just get the V-Union out with as few casualties as possible. Kind of seems like the move. It's Refinement. And that's good, because we can Ultra Ball away these and go get this. Scoop Up Net the Kirlia. Go over here. Bench that. Refinement away that. And we'll attach this Pal Pad. Sure. And Gorman dies. So now we have the Mewtwo V Union all set up, which is cool. We can throw up this Ralts. That's okay. And we've got that thing in the discard pile. Some energy in the discard pile. That's fine. We'll whip out the V-Union next turn. I'm not sure that it's worth setting up the Gengar. If we think like, okay, they have 5 prizes, I think we just kind of don't bench anything else. And say, get out the Mewtwo, start doing Mewtwo things. You know, what's the most amount of damage they could do to the active? Probably like Snorlax. If we get out the Mewtwo, and I mean, if I can accelerate 2 energy to the Mewtwo in a turn, that's obviously nuts, but I probably won't be able to do that unless I hit a Cyllene double heads. It's really the only way that that play works out. So I think in this matchup, you just don't bench anything other than... Yeah, you just don't bench anything other than the Mewtwo. So here comes Sableye. Sableye can just knock out my benched Pokemon. And it looks like Sableye is going to take out probably Kirlia and Manaphy would be the two. Yeah, the Kirlia goes down. I like this play from JR. It's a good one. And then we've got Pyukumuku. All right, let's go. Shee. Okay. Trekking Shoes. Do we want this card? Yeah, kinda. It might get a little ugly here at first. We've got Gardevoir. I could Rare Candy into... Holy moly, okay. I wasn't expecting that, but I could. Could Rare Candy into Gardevoir. Sure, let's do that. Rare Candy into Gardevoir. Let's get this thing out. I think this is fine, but I'm not sure. Draw those. Trekking Shoes. This is what I wanted. Yes. Scoop Up Net. And now I think we win. Union gain. I was like, we could Rare Candy into the Gardevoir, go for a Scoop Up Net, and now we've got a 3 energy Mewtwo. They can't place damage counters on it with Sableye. Yeah, I think that this is just the win con. Is that we set up Mewtwo and don't have enough benched Pokemon for them to knock out for game. We don't really have any way of drawing cards right now, but we don't even really need it. We just say, all right, I'll start spreading 16 damage counters next turn. That's a lot. That's 2 knockouts a turn on Pokemon like Sableye and Comfey. So you can see how a lot of Lostbox decks don't have a way to deal with a single Mewtwo. And for Sander at the regional championships, I guess there wasn't a lot of Drapion V that he had to deal with, because Drapion V is a card that you can accelerate to with Mirage Gates, and you could theoretically take the win that way by just attacking into it for weakness. So Sander definitely benefited from that. Sableye took a knockout on Manaphy, which is fine. We've got no way to draw cards, so we are just going here, and I think we Cyplosion, and I have to worry a little bit about 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a reason JR is not knocking out Snorlax. It's because he could escape rope and hit me with yeah, you know. You already know. He could escape rope and hit me with the thing, with the Kyogre. So I need to find Scoop Up Net. Did I put a Scoop Up Net in my prizes? I don't remember. But we got to try and keep that Kyogre from coming out. Because with Escape Rope and Kyogre, it's possible to do 200 damage. But that's the thing, is I could still just heal myself, right? So we're probably fine, even if that happens. And the Pokestop's really good for me as well, because I can maybe go find Scoop Up Net to remove the Snorlax and make it so that that is no longer a win condition for JR. JR's got just one card left in the deck, so I have to imagine he pretty much is close to the Kyogre play. But again, 200 damage. It's like you have to, I think, swing into the Cramorant or to the Mewtwo first, maybe with Cramorant, and kind of pressure it, and then finish it off with Kyogre. It's not, you know, the best feeling thing in the world, but that's probably what the line is. But then I can just heal every turn and just wait for them to deck out if they try to do that play. I think that, you know, Azul and Caleb and Danny and Grant's Lostbox Kyogre deck just can't really deal with a Mewtwo V Union. This is the list, I think, from the top 8 of the Toronto Regional Championships, and the list that Grant was able to do well with at LAIC. So that's exactly what JR is going for. Cramorant, spits, following turn, has to Escape Rope Kyogre. So that is that. And then we just go Scoop Up Nets and Super Regeneration. And that's it, right? I don't even have to attack. We just say, okay, nah, you can't do that. Kyogre can only hit the bench. I've got no bench Pokemon. Yo! I forgot about this guy. Wild Shock, but it prevents all effects of attacks. All right, I'm chilling. Photon Barrier protects. It protect. Okay, we're fine. No effects of attacks. We're chilling. Yeah, got a little sketchy there for a second, but I think we're still okay. Zekrom, Wild Shock, but thanks to Photon Barrier, we do not get paralyzed, and we could just keep on using Super Regeneration, and we just do that until JR. That's what I was reading, yeah. We just do that until JR decks out. And it's funny that this deck can go either take 6 prizes and knock out, you know, and win, or it can go stall with 2 Pal Pads and 2 Cyllene. You can easily just go the stall route as well. If your opponent just can't deal with the Mewtwo, you could just heal over and over again. So, SGG's. That about wraps it up for Sanders' Mewtwo V Union deck. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm almost at 100,000 subscribers, and I really need your help to get there. Y'all take it easy and have a good one. See ya!